Hello, my bitty bees. Welcome back to my channel. The time has finally come. It is time for my Toronto apartment tour video. Please don't mind the audio in this video. I don't have any mic I can attach to my camera, and I wanted to film it on my good camera for you guys just because I don't ever do like good camera stuff on my vlogging channel, but today I wanted to, and also truth be told, my battery is still charging for my vlogging camera. So please don't mind my shaky hand. I'll try to keep it as stable as possible. But anyway, let's go see my apartments. This right here behind me is my front door area. We have coats behind me. We have the front door. We have the buzzer behind me as well. Keys, a ladder, and then above me is a storage unit. So this is the front door area that you can see right there. If anyone is wondering, this building is very old. I'm in about 100-year-old building, I want to say, that used to be a factory. You get a lot of buildings like this in the Toronto area just from the industrial age, and then a lot of people convert the factories into apartment buildings and stuff like that. With that being said, there are a lot of pros and there are a lot of cons to this building, which I will go over throughout the duration of this video. But for now, let's move on to the tour. We've got the front door, a storage area that has some boards up there just to keep it concealed and looking neat and tidy. You can see there are also pipes running throughout. My roommate and I have our coats hanging up there. We have a dryer, we have shoes, apparently a toolbox, and also a little grocery cart carrying thing for getting groceries around. A little hook with some keys on it. A light with some paper on it to like blur it so it's not as intense. And a really grungy-ish looking door. In regards to actual storage for our place, we're actually extremely limited. There's no closet space. There's some cabinets for the kitchen area, and otherwise that's it. So you might notice throughout this video that a lot of stuff is just randomly out and about. For example, right under the table here, we have just storage for random things. There's an old espresso machine, a pot, I don't know where that came from. A box of my kitchen stuff, so that's just kitchen items that we don't use, and bags and another trolley cart for stuff. And we have a cat as well. This is Nala. If you guys don't already know, Nala is my roommate's kitty. Kitty. She is sassy. I still have yet to know if she likes me or not. I think she does. You like me? Yeah. Oh, thank you. She's never once swiped at me, so I think she does like me. Oh, thank you. Aside from Nala, we also have this large picnic table as our kitchen dining room table, which we rarely use. As you can see, there's only 2 cushions on the chairs that we have because those are the chairs that are probably most commonly used. This table actually came with the place, so it's not as if we chose it. It came with the place, as well as the chairs and this little rolling stool thing. We actually rarely have people over or host, just because, I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. We more, like, at least for me, I personally prefer going out rather than having people over, just because, I don't know, I've rarely had like a lot of people over here. So that is the dining area with the front door and kind of the entryway to the place. The entryway kind of merges in to the actual chilling area as well. We do also have some art on the walls. We have these hanging lights above as well, but apparently the one in the middle is burnt out. We have lovely wood pillars that go up all the way along the apartment. It's just so aesthetically pleasing. Connected to the entryway is also the bathroom, as well as the kitchen. The kitchen has a lovely island a pot of dirt that I still have yet to empty, and all the stuff that we need basically. And then once again, there are the wood pillars that go all the way across the unit. But for now, let's move on to the bathroom. The bathroom in the apartment is probably one of the things I dislike the most. Reason being is because it's very outdated, kind of grimy. When I first moved in, honestly, you guys, it was kind of scary in there, but we fixed it up a little bit so it's more pleasant and clean. I painted everything, so this entire unit got a fresh coat of paint when I moved in, which took days. We just freshened up the white because there were scuffs all over the walls and stuff. So the same thing occurred with the bathroom. So let's take a peek. So this is the current condition of the bathroom. We have the cat's litter box right beside the toilet. Then we have the mirror, the sink, and my skincare tower, which my roommate and I both got together, but it ended up just kind of me taking over it, to be honest. This sink is kind of standard. There's nothing glitz and glam about it. The only thing that I changed was that there was some really like ugly fake metal, like dollar store grade handles on here that I turned into little crystally ones, which I prefer. We used to have a mirror here that when I took it off the wall when I was painting had bugs. Bugs living inside it. Honestly, you guys, when my roommate and I moved in, there definitely was an infestation of sorts in this place that I was unaware of until we moved in. So we spent a solid month purging, spraying the place for bugs, and bleaching the entire unit. That's another thing to be warned about. If you're ever looking to get an old building in Toronto or in any major city, you have to think about the potential for bugs and infestations, because it will occur, especially when the place is made mostly of wood. This is the toilet. It's small, it's tiny, and yeah. The shower is right next to it, and once again, it's another dated shower. It's not anything to be glitz and glamour about. There basically are permanent stains along the whole thing. I won't get a close-up of that because no one needs to see that. And then just your standard kind of shower. We have strings hanging above it so we can hang laundry to dry, and then we also have a little shower tower for all our stuff. Then we just have the other tiny wall with a little towel hanger and a cute little painting my roommate made a while ago. And this is just kind of like the other side of the bathroom. So we have the door with some towels on it and a little piece of art. Next is the kitchen, which honestly was one of my favorite parts to this place just because I absolutely love the open concept of this entire unit. I love that it has kind of an old, warm feel to it, but still like kind of trendy. So the kitchen has cabinets all throughout. It has a full working oven and stove, a fridge, and a little custom island where you can cook and prep your food. And there is the kitchen. Yeah, I probably should have wiped the countertop before starting to film, but that's okay. Who needs to worry about that? And yeah, I probably should have cleaned the dishes, but who can be bothered? Like realistically, I can't. And this is what the whole kind of thing looks like. We have a garbage pan. We have a little stool if anyone wants to sit while we're cooking. Then we have the island where you can prep food. There's storage underneath for pots and pans, which is like, it literally is just pots and pans, rice cooker, stuff like that. Nothing wild and fun. My espresso machine is just chilling there. Yeah, I could have probably wiped the back of it before zooming in, but you know, such is life. Nice cutting board, a nice little work of artwork that my roommate put up because we had a bunch of holes in the wall there. When we first moved in, we actually had hanging shelves there, you know, the kind like the floating white shelves where we were keeping empty wine bottles and wine glasses, just kind of for like a drinking like display. And then one night they all came crashing down. And yeah, the drywall in this apartment apparently is very, very cheap. So we just have like holes in the wall now. So we just put a little artwork there, well, my roommate did, and it looks much better. Here we just have Nala's food area where she eats, and I guess she's out of food. She needs her dinner soon. And then under the sink area, we just have like her recycling, pizza recycling. You guys don't need to see that. That's the reality. These drawers here, we just have utensils, knives, things like that. Like literally nothing. Like it's just stuff. Standard stuff you'd have in a kitchen. This is the fridge. We honestly don't have too much in there. I have some like chicken nuggets and peas. And then a very sad inner fridge that's mostly condiments because grocery shopping. With some advertisements and cute little things. If anyone has noticed, the marble as the backsplash is incomplete. It's because I ordered it on Amazon, and I did the same thing when I was living in Japan. I ordered it from Amazon and it was so good. I had like a 50-meter roll amount of marble backsplash that I put on to my kitchen. And like here in Canada, the cheapest I could find that was of similar quality was so like limited. You would get like half. So basically this divided in half for like $30. And I'm like, I just never got around to completing it. When we originally moved in though, it was like a wallpaper that was tropical leaf themed, and like it wasn't ugly, it just wasn't us. So we removed it, painted it over with a washable white paint, and then stuck that backsplash from Amazon on, and that kind of like fixed the problem. But yeah. And that kind of is what the entire kitchen area looks like in a whole. When we first moved in, this wall right here was salmon pink, and then we had the tropical leaf backsplash there, and then it was painted green up there. I painted it all white because no, just no. I just love things to be like clean, white, but then I also love to have the beige, the wood, the natural tones in there as well. So that's why I really love this place, because it kind of had both. It had all that natural wood, all those pillars, the hardwood floors behind me that you can see, plus the white walls, and everything was so aesthetically pleasing, and I saw so much potential in it. Anyway, that is it for the kitchen area. And that is what the entire entranceway looks like when you're standing at the opposite end of the apartment. So you have the kitchen, then you have the entryway and the bathroom over there at the other end. And yeah, which now brings us to the living area and also the bedrooms. So that is where I currently am standing in right now. It is the living area of the apartment, which I will now show you. Entirely somewhat open concept space. So the living area is completely connected to the like the kitchen and the main areas as well. We have lights up there, more wood pillars all throughout. We have our speakers, we have our TV unit, we have our Buddha raising the roof, and then we have a tall IKEA-ish looking wardrobe mirror that stores linens. Just a ton of linens and skates. We have this old studio light that came with the place. Buddha also came with the place, and same with this kettlebell, and same with the old speakers and the TV unit. This TV is actually mine. I brought it here with me. The lamp over here is my roommate's, as well as this nice little thing, and this plant, that's my hair clip. If anyone recognizes these flowers, these I bought in Japan from Frank, I think it was, way back a few years ago. This is my roommate's clock and her owl and another speaker that it's on, as well as the rocking chair. This also is my roommate's. Nala loves to sit on it though. This is what the place looks like from the opposite end of the living area. Underneath we just have a ton of wires, our internet router, and like hair stuff plugged in. And yeah, that's kind of the opposite side of it. On the flip side, we also have the opposite side of the living area, which has our couch, which also came with the place, which needed some serious steam cleaning when we moved in here because there were some very suspicious stains all over it. So we did that when we moved in. We refused to sit on it until we got it steam cleaned. So we like disinfected the crap out of it and also removed all the suspicious looking stains to bring it to almost good as new. We do also have the throw cushions on there and also a throw blanket that I just got from the dollar store. And then in front of it, you'll see this kind of, what would you even call this? It's kind of like a old worker track trolley. I don't know. You see a lot of these in the Toronto like area, especially on Facebook Marketplace. This one actually came with the unit as well. Like it was partially furnished when we moved in. So it's just a coffee table. That's what it's being utilized for. And then there's tissues on top. Behind there, we have me in the reflection and also a mirror, which is my roommate's. Then we have this storage unit thing that used to be standing up vertically, but then my roommate flipped it horizontally, which just makes so much more sense. And then she put this cute little like wine situation and alcohol serving section on top, and then the underside is less than stellar, but we just have some random things stored in there. And that's that situation. We also have another lamp of hers, a guitar, which I'm not too sure where that came from, another little cupboard thing with cleaning supplies in it, and a cute little Irish ivy, I think it's called, on top. And that pretty much is it for the living area. You guys have seen a lot of this in the background of my vlogs when I'd be walking from the kitchen bringing my morning coffee into my bedroom, which is literally the door right beside me is my bedroom, which I will show you next, just after I give you a quick sneak peek of my roommate's bedroom. So behind me is the entire living area plus the entranceway to our bedrooms. We have one bedroom, which is my roommate's, which has a full open concept sliding door, and then my bedroom has a door that shuts but for some reason doesn't latch. Old buildings, you guys. And this is what the place looks like from the entranceway. So you get a complete view of the living area, the dining area, not quite the kitchen as it gets cut off by the bathroom wall. And then you can also see our bedrooms right in front. Here with the sliding open doors is my roommate's bedroom. I'll just give a quick sneak peek. I'm not actually going to give a tour of her bedroom just for personal privacy reasons. But it's wonderful with complete open windows on the entire front-facing wall, so you get wonderful light throughout here the entire day. Over here you have my bedroom with the entranceway. I have a little window as well that I put a little bit of paper on so you can't see in when I'm changing, and then also my door that doesn't correctly close. So let's go in and take a peek. My bedroom. So you guys have seen this shot in a lot of my vlogs of me walking from the kitchen into my bedroom. And this is my bedroom. It has amazing light. It has amazing tall ceilings. This is what you see when you enter my room. I have a nice little kind of storage unit thing right here that has my underwear, socks, and at the bottom some camera gear, and up top a little bit of skincare that I have no room to put. I have a day bed for whenever guests come over. I intended to have my sister stay over quite a bit, so I got a little bit of a day bed with a pillow, but to be honest, that never happened, so it just became a storage place for my clothes. Beside it, you have my ring light, well, one of them, and then at the far end, another ring light. You also have my bedside table, which I've had since I was a little girl, that I painted white. It used to be an old school school desk for at home that has converted into a side table. Similar to my roommate's room, I have huge open entire wall windows, which I freaking love, and about 10-foot ceilings. Fixtures aren't entirely proper, I guess you could say. Once again, in my room, I have entire wood pillars as well, with one main one in my room, which is somewhat inconvenient, but I found a way to organize my room around it because it's right in the smack middle of the room. I put up this hanging sheer fabric using wires with little hooks in the ceiling to secure it, and a wood beam that I got from Home Depot to kind of have a bit of a privacy curtain and to give a more airy feel to my bedroom. I also have the same airy fabric curtains hanging from my window as well to give a different sort of vibe. Over here is my bed. As you can see, I have exposed brick on the one side of my room where I have my bed. The bed frame I got last year from HomeSense, and then on my bed is just a mountain of clothes that I haven't dealt with for a while that I just kick around. And then I also have at the foot of my bed my chest that is filled with all my jeans and pants. I don't have a proper bed frame, so there's a wood and an exposed mattress and my battery charging for my vlog camera. Under here, I kind of have a little chest filled with some creepy stuff. My LED mask, tarot cards, skincare I haven't gotten around to using, and things like that. On my windows, I have these privacy window covers, vinyls I guess you could call them, that I got from Amazon. I can't remember how much they were, but the reason being is because literally like we're not that high up and the building across sees right into my bedroom. I really love lights and I don't really like the idea of having my window shut all the time, so these privacy window covers were like the perfect thing to still allow me to have light in my room with the privacy that I wanted. So I can do what I want, I can change, I can walk around without being like watched from the building across the street, which is pretty good. This is what the day bed looks like, which like I said has just become a storage place for my clothes and makeup and not really utilized as a bed whatsoever. Then I have these hanging kind of shelves, which I just kind of have my humidity checker, my mini humidifier, little fake plants I got from the dollar store, and then that one's just so high up. There's no point putting anything up there. I can't reach. It just gets dusty, and yeah, there's just no point. This is the view that you get from the opposite side of my room for the entryway. I have my mirror that I got a year ago at HomeSense, which I absolutely love. It's so pretty. Then I have my jackets hanging behind the door to my bedroom there with a little jump rope. To keep my door open, I just use this random PR box that's empty from Charlotte Tilbury's Christmas launch last year, or in December. And then I also have my desk over here. This is where I work. This is where I do my makeup. This is where the magic happens. And then the chaos underneath, don't look. And then next to it, I have my closet, open concept closet, because if you guys remember me saying in the beginning of the video, this apartment doesn't have much for storage rooms. And with that said, it doesn't have any closet space. And I think I said this in the video when I first moved into the apartment in a weekly vlog. It took me about 2 weeks to get this. On Amazon, it was about $100 and something. Best thing I ever bought, to be honest. It's just so good. It hangs all my clothes. I still have room to fit more. I just need more hangers. So I have all my clothes hanging there that I recently tried to color coordinate. I have my little office work chair desk with a little throw rug thing on it to make it more comfy and appealing. I have my makeup brushes that are in desperate need of cleaning. Then I have my vanity mirror that I got from HomeSense as well about a year ago. And I got these lights that you can stick on around any mirror off Amazon for like 40, 50 bucks. Amazing. They are so good for doing your makeup, and it's touch centered to turn them on and off. And they're just pretty amazing. Then this is my laptop that I have a nice marble sticker vinyl cover over top that I did when I was living in Japan. And this is my HP, display, monitor. Freaking the best investment I ever made. I got it 4 years ago now or something like that for 300 bucks. Amazing, I love it. And then that's my little Apple Bluetooth keyboard that doesn't really work anymore. Memory card, my glasses, my hard drive thing, external hard drive. And this desk I actually got from IKEA about 4 years ago as well. Another amazing investment that I did. It's a very long one, which was necessary because when I was working from home, I needed somewhere I could work, but also somewhere I could get ready and do my makeup at the same time. Because when I was still living at home, I had serious limited space on where I could work and do things because I had my childhood bedroom that I had to fit everything into, so that was kind of the best thing. It also has drawers that stores stuff like more makeup and nonsense, and then this is like tech and paperwork and miscellaneous things. Underneath I have my makeup storage, which are just bins from Walmart. This is chaotic. There's hair extensions in the trash. Please don't mind that. There's more unused hair extensions in there. Nail stuff, skincare that hasn't been used yet or has been opened once for demonstration purposes, contact lenses, that kind of stuff. On the other side, I have my actual makeup, which became a disaster. I don't know how. One of my powders must have exploded because there's powder everywhere. There's stuff everywhere, and I don't really ever want to do like a makeup collection tour video because it's not a good condition. Like, this is all my skin stuff, like foundations, powders, concealers. This is all my eyeshadow palettes. And then below is all lip products, nail stuff, and some hair stuff that I don't use that often, like the unpopular drawer. Here I have all my eye stuff, so like eyeliners, mascaras, gels, eyebrow, that kind of stuff. This is my bronzer drawer with some highlight. This is highlights and blushes. This is more popular lip stuff, like stuff that I like more. And then the last two drawers are false lashes that I don't really use that often. This is the view from my desk, so I always can see the entire amount of my room. Plus I get the light coming from the window behind me that reflects onto the mirror in front of me, which is actually really nice to have. And this is where I get ready. This is where I do my stuff. This is where things happen. On my socks and underwear unit, I have skincare that I just don't have room to store. Mostly Decem. Like, I use all of this. I have Wish Trend stuff. I have Decem stuff. I have Yes Style stuff. I have my dream catcher that I got a couple years ago and brought to Australia to bring back to Canada, which I originally bought in Canada. It's huge and amazing. Don't ask what that sticker's doing up there. I really don't know why it's still there. And then I have my light that I got from HomeSense last year, little light fixture. So nice. And that's the view from my bed. This is how I wake up in the mornings. So if I open my door, or if like it's just open and I'm taking a nap, like, I get privacy, but I can still have my door open. And that's kind of it, you guys. So that is it for my Toronto apartment tour video. There really isn't anything else to share. That's kind of like, that's the gist of it. It's big. It's really big for a Toronto apartment. For rent, it's around $2,200 a month. That doesn't include internet, and it does include hydro, and it does include water, which is pretty cool. So it's definitely a better deal, but with that, like I said before, there are definitely some cons to this place. One of them being bugs. With it being a very, very old factory building that was converted into apartments a long time ago, there are bugs that come crawling through. Fortunately, not really spiders, but you get ants. Ants are definitely a thing here. That's kind of like a little warning for you guys if you are looking around in the Toronto area and are considering an older building. That's something to keep in your head, but really, like, it's a non-issue. Yeah, as long as you keep your place super clean, you're okay. You're very okay. Yeah. So I hope you guys liked this apartment tour video. I hope it gave you a little bit of insight on the different types of things out there. Yeah, and if you enjoyed it, please thumbs up this video, comment down below if you've ever lived in an old building and what was your experience on it. I'd be super curious to know. And subscribe if you want to see weekly vlogs of my life. I don't always do apartment tour videos, but I do weekly vlogs sharing my life and what I get up to, what I eat, and this regular lifestyle stuff. Anyways, I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!